This is a signature pick for Lehens, and also if you end up in an all-in and the taunt connects, you just win. If you land like a taunt flash, by the time the CC's ended, there's enough friend stacks in you. Even if you flash away, Geo flashes after you're dead. So
here by Lehens, and Geo got the lane first. And Lehens, you know, uses his pots, and he does hit full health once again. Basically, they're looking for a dive, actually, to flash on in. There's no cleanse, and they might just get this kill. There it is, first blood. It does go over to the support, but they deny a massive wave in the bottom side. Down.
Alex just hit 6. They can't fight this.
Yeah, and he gets here first as well. I mean, Vicla's not even moving. So, I mean, he's trying to hit 6, but it's too late. They already got the Drake, so... BNK take a long time just looking at them. They're going to land a root, but still no roam from Vikla, so the Pantheon off of this one. Calyx is coming in, and now the Spirit Rush used. They want a pick on a someone. That is a Xin Zhao. It's only level 5. The taunt follow-up is huge, but now we got Vikla with a 3-man knockup. Isn't enough damage. They're going to get one. The flash on in for Calyx blocks the W. That was insane. And now the follow-up comes in. Vikla super low. He's running away from a Kalista. That's never going to work. He goes down. And Kellen is the only one left. Nongshim, a big fight. Yeah, absolutely. Spent a lot of time up there. Now, they are going to get onto these grubs. We do see that Gideon is nowhere near this. Meanwhile, Diablo is getting dove, and this is where Gideon was. He wanted to go for the dive onto the solo Kaisa. So you identified Diablo's the issue. You've already killed him 3 times. Nongshim, they have their sights set on this guy.
Realizing this and just the power it gives in skirmishes, because not only do you get extra beard damage, but you can proc it repeatedly and fight for that healing.
Flash comes in, the charm as well, and Viklas is dead! It's enough damage, and Vikla had no chance. He didn't even have flash. Didn't see Lehens coming, and Lehens again makes a good flash taunt play.
Full range on it, and able to catch Vikla out before he can dash. Obviously, he doesn't have the flash himself. Just great setup there, and Kingen is getting plates again on this Jace. Not a good omen.
So they're trying to cross map here. And Clear just essentially abandoning the lane.
Gideon's coming with ult.
Yeah, Gideon's coming over, and they back away already. So maybe looking to trade turrets at this point, but the Jace is just enjoying so much free gold.
They might push back in here, though.
Yeah, Lehens comes on over, just trying to survive, I guess. Not really sure. Very early, very broken up here from Nongshim. It's just 2 free kills given over to Diablo.
Yeah, and then a TP comes in top to defend the tower as well.
What was that?
It's still comebackable from this point. I think it's a thing to say for BNK FEARX, but the game is in a volatile spot. And as the map starts to open up, as we see towers taken, this tower's obviously going to go down. That top tower, only 1 plate left on it for BNK FEARX, means the more open the map is, the more value the Shen ult has, the more value the Pantheon ult has.
They even deny CS on this turret. I mean, Nongshim, they made a big play on the bottom side. It was just not answered at all. We saw that Raptor was top lane. This feels like Nongshim were ahead of the play, and there wasn't really a reaction here from BNK. And now we got a Shen on top of the Submarine Ahri, as Vikla not going to respect the brush. They might be able to trade a kill back on Lehens. Maybe give this one over to Raptor, or even just Diablo again. Now they're not going to waste Diablo's time. He's got farming to do, and they'll just give that kill over to Raptor. So a little bit of a consolation prize.
Fortunately, didn't have the exit plan needed to get away from that one.
The grub power getting to work. BNK finally going to pick up their first turret.
Picking up the flower, though.
Yeah. Misplay.
Yeah, a little bit of lost value there.
Yeah, we do have the feats of strength given over to Nongshim, by the way. They got the feats of warfare, and then they got that first turret down in bot. Yeah. Jonah Strong for a very long time.
You know who else is kind of minion pilled?
Jonah Strong?
Chovy.
Chovy. That makes sense. He Chovies them all the time.
And you know what? They're not even fighting the dragon, so what does it matter?
Yeah. He'd have his ult back already. Rumble's OP. Well, he's just going to start up the Rift Herald here. There are about 3 wards that are all seeing this at the same time.
Yes, I think they're somewhat aware.
They know this is happening. They're just going to ult in, and they're going to try to turn on a Calyx, who is running away, but instead it's just Diablo left in a really rough spot, and the objective does go over. Now they're going to sweep on a Calyx, looking to get this kill, and they might just be able to. Charm comes in. BNK, eventually, they get the shutdown. That's a lot of gold over to Vikla. That's fine. He looks for it.
Yeah.
He knew people were backing.
They will be able to take this mid-tier 1. Not much can be done. Can BNK FEARX find a fight afterwards, though? That is the question. They look to be...
Lehens? Okay.
That is a very Lehens move.
All plans.
To walk in. then potentially you can get an Atakan off of one fight.
Yeah, you do see Nongshim are trying to get some deep vision here, and Raptor is essentially just saying no. Now he's going to go in. He's taking a ton of damage, and now the follow-up comes in. Finally, he gets his ult off, though, at the very last moment. Raptor also gets the kill. He's kind of not a person at this moment. He's so low, so it's not like they can turn this into an objective, but still a one fight for BNK. Nongshim immediately going to start this up. They still have the Shen ult.
Yeah, so Lehens, he's only 15 seconds away. He'll definitely be here in time for this fight. They're going to start on this dragon. It's just gone. It's already gone. A great read from Nongshim to have the confidence to go for that, and now prodding and poking.
Look at King, and he's going pretty deep behind them, but now gonna get the flash out of Calyx. Vikla holding onto his ult smartly, and now the Head's taking a ton of damage. He just got here. He just ulted in, and now he's dead. Again, a very broken up play, I think, from Nongshim. They're not really all on the same page.
Yeah, that first death, not a big issue, right? Lehens can hold back. That second one, a lot more of an issue. This Atakan gonna get secured.
Yeah, I mean, Gideon's not here. Now he's going to ult in, and maybe they win the fight, but no, Raptor stays alive once again. And a kill did go over to Diablo as well. They don't have their Kalista. Calyx is still pretty scary, as is Gideon, though. Big equalizer onto that Pantheon, and now clear. Looking to clean up this fight. It might just be able to do so. Still on the chase, but they say, hey, we got the objective. We got a couple of kills as well. Let's just back away and take our wins.
Ooh, man, Kellen.
Yeah, still playing with their food here, and I think Nongshim are going to pay for it. Not sure about this one. Trying to stop the backs. And they get punished. Just another kill on the board.
It's you.
They're still hounding this Ahri down. I mean, Shen will come in eventually. The root comes in, though, and now Calyx in a bit of trouble. But it's a trade of ults, and it's a maneuver by BNK to come up here and take the turret down.
Yeah, forces him back in. No ult for Lehens.
Rush again.
Yeah, and with him being about half HP, no TP, and no ult, I think it's a good signal to start this. At minimum, you force the TP from Kingen.
Yeah, that's what you should be looking for. Another control ward in the pit, going to be cleared out. Kellen on the left side, ready for his engage. His ult just comes up right now. Charm, though, onto Raptor, and now their jungler's taken away. They have to go for the fight to BNK. It's not getting low enough, and that's a couple of kills, and they don't even need the smite. As flashes come in, barely clipping Kingen with that ultimate, but Diablo, ooh, just barely saved by Kellen. And that should be enough. Jiu also being hounded down here. Should eventually just burn. There it is. Nearly takes out clear. Kind of a close fight, all things considered. But
one, and you have to have confidence in your top laner to like give over the Jace and take the Rumble.
Yeah.
Confidence has been so well placed for Clear. Even though Kingen does have a gold lead, has been getting a lot of value in the side lane, Clear has been a monster in these team fights.
Yeah, he's been huge. I mean, his Rumble is pretty much the first champion that I really enjoyed from this player when he first came in LCK, and now he's the one that has to be saved once again. Diablo in a bit of trouble, but he's got Cleanse, and he does get away. Kellen getting low as well. A ton of damage coming out from Kingen, but again, they're just not finishing off the targets, and Diablo's just able to go ham in this fight. Has a triple kill. Could look for the Penta, but it doesn't look like Nongshim want to give that over.
At this point, they have to commit so much, and sure, they get Diablo's summoners, but they're not in a position to capitalize on that. The game is looking to be ended right now with that Baron push coming in. It's Calyx and Jiwoo to try and save it, but it might be a tall task.
It is crazy that Nongshim, they were holding on to the lead for so long, and now it just looks like BNK were winning the whole time in this game. Jiwoo in a lot of trouble. He's going to go down, nuked by Diablo, who's got 10 kills in this game. And, I mean, there's nothing much that Calyx can do alone.
Just used Equalizer. He has it again.
Yeah, that's Rumble. He's level 17 now. And Lehens trying to buy some time. You see Calyx is just backing up on the top side. The game is over, guys, as just a couple of extra kills are given over. There's the Nexus. BNK take the first game.
If Calyx dives in and he trades 1-for-1 with Diablo, he wins, right? If you trade 1-for-1, you're left with just a Tristana who's going to have a hard time. Oh, I love this so much. Ahri already been.
I mean, the draft we weren't sure about. But if you're going to play like this, you're feeling pretty good. Let's see how it goes to go in on the Jiu. There's the Q, and he just accepts fate. He says, no, I'm dead. And that is the kill over to Diablo at 2 minutes in. At the red buff.
Raptor's about to get he will get it in time. It's fine.
We'll see how the smite fight does go. Oh, it goes to Gideon, and now Raptor's super low. Has to just Q and flash.
Why is Kingen there?
Kingen through the turret takes down Raptor. And yeah, he was just proxying right in the right position.
Yeah, so sometimes you might see, like, you know, let's talk about priority and how important it is. This is a great example of why.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to get a Cocoon in on the Diablo. Do they have the damage? Well, they're going to trade kills for now, but the kill does go over to Kellen. And, ooh, even the knockback as well. Lahens. Million doesn't do much.
What's the
so
funniest?
I mean, I think it's still a good point, even though it didn't pan out that way this time.
I was just wrong. Don't try and defend me, Brendan.
Just absolutely wrong. Diablo now in a really rough spot, has to flash away, but the follow flash here from Gideon is good, and that is a free kill over to the Elise. Lahens now 2-0 down on the bottom side.
Maybe able to ult him. Maybe he had Mikhail's already. Seemingly not the case.
So Vikla gonna get hit by the ult somehow, just running in a straight line, and that is going to be Calyx setting up the kill for Lahens, again, who has 3 kills.
Is needed.
So Nongshim from this lead with this draft, surely they can close out this game. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been really good if they knew that Tristana was coming through. So there is that, but
also, it's a very AD heavy composition for BNK FEARX.
Yep.
When Kingen gets a death stance,
just kind of this game is weird, man. I don't know what's going on. And now they're just going to turn on to Vikla.
Guys, how does he not have his rocket jump again?
Didn't see it coming this time. And now Diablo, no dash. He's just dead. And they're going to give that kill over to Calyx. Just going for a little walk in the bottom river. The Drake is this time Chemtech does come up, so it's not Chemtech Soul. Perhaps a Cloud? No, just Ocean.
Honestly, not a terrible Ocean game. Allow.
So, you know, Vikla was struggling in game 1. He fell down pretty low, and he looked quite tilted on the camera. I do wonder if he's just kind of a bit out of it, because obviously, you know, I think he's a better player than this. I think he's a better Tristana than this, but he's not really showcasing that, so a bit unfortunate.
Vikla will be relevant.
Yeah.
That's a big if.
They have that late game hyper carry in the Tristana. They have Lucian, who, I mean, he does a ton of burst damage.
And now they're going to lose a mid-tier 1.
Yeah. Mid-tier 1 goes down. Nongshim going to do that. And this time Lahens actually has an angle for another charge.
Okay, he's going.
He's going to get it. He's done this before.
The thumbs up.
The thumbs up, yeah.
So
Yeah, saw a rocket jump there. Vikla did get away.
nice, good rocket jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now it's
that.
over a 4,000 goal lead for Nongshim.
Still struggling a bit. You know, he's being pushed out of lane, and he's not having a fun time farming an Aatrox. It is Ocean Soul points given for free to Nongshim. Clear our bot, but nobody else is here. And we do have TP available from King, and will they utilize it is the question. Ult flash this time by Vikla, and they might just have the damage. There's the smash from Clear.
Oh, they're being collapsed on though. Clear is dead.
Yeah, they're just going to give over their Scion. And now they're trying to turn it, actually. Gio and Lahens in a really rough spot, and Gio's just free! This looks a lot like game number 1, actually. The flash engage from Raptor as well. Ult comes out, but it's Melio. And now Clear, he's still alive somehow. On the back line, the follow-up comes in, and Aatrox is left alone. Nobody's even helping him. Tries to dash away, and it's a shutdown to the struggling Tristana, who hops over the wall. Vikla able to get another kill, and ends up with 3 kills in the fight.
Unprecedented levels of throwing from Nongshim this series. I was just ready to call the game. How? How have they got to this position? And you know what it is? The desk talked about this. The space talked about this. And they're playing in a Sion Maokai.
Yeah, Sion Maokai that are just building armor. And, you know, a support Lahen's not going to be able to do too much. Diablo does get chunked, though. And trying to take down Gideon here. It's a lot of health on that Sejuani, but they get that first kill. Calyx is also low. And now Claire just trying to back away from this one. Calyx goes in once again, but that is a Sion who does not take damage from Yone and MF.
Yeah, and with jungler dead, are you really going to risk going for this? They are.
I guess so.
This is a dangerous game to play. King and Lahens set a trap. Vikla.
Oh, good read, and now Lahens is just dead. It's just another kill. Raptor, though, is going to go down, and now the turn comes in. Melio, Kellen is out, Diablo's down. And somehow Nongshim able to turn this one, but that is going to be a kill on the Yone. It's getting real messy. Kingen, really the one guy who can do a lot, and Gio as well. And that is 3 kills over to Gio and 1 over to Kingen. and they get aced.
They regain the composure, they get the Ocean Soul. It's a big win for the side of Nongshim. They can probably just pick up the Arakan as well after this. Really, this is why things start to go wrong. And also, because Calyx starts up the Dragon, he gets to stack up his Q. So when he engages out of this, he has his Q ready to go, catches both of them. Vikla with a nice rocket jump does survive. 28 flowers for Nongshim. They found Kagan.
Looking for a pick here. It's only Vikla on the damage, and he's in melee range of an Aatrox.
Does he take damage? I believe not.
Yeah, he does not. King is full health. TPs are coming in. Kellen is kind of awkwardly in the pit. He's got a little bit of help from his team, but they're not really escorting him out, so he's just going to die. Clear as well on the left side, being isolated, and he is just left to die. Vikla trying to get out of this one, but he doesn't have his flash, and Kalish is able to flash over and get the kill. So now it's BNK's turn to kind of get in wonky spots, and Nongshim are able to capitalize on that.
They don't take any damage from it.
Yeah, Raptor was like, maybe they let me in here for free?
I think the problem there as well, the fight was very scattered, and your comp only works if you have focused fire from both AD carries. So maybe the game not thrown away this time by Nongshim.
Yeah.
Worrying that it was even close is really, Calyx is 2 levels up, Jiwoo's 2 levels up. Everyone has at least 1 level lead.
Nongshim still over 2 minutes on this one. They're going to try to engage with the Scion. They don't really hit anything. Some roots come down on the front line, though, and maybe they have the damage, but the bullet time is gigantic. Vikla not really able to input his damage, but Kingen too close to the sun himself. But now Nongshim do fight back. Kalik gets back over, and that is the Otacon striking as well on top of them. And it looks like Nongshim might have broken the back of BNK here.
Yeah, I think the problem is Vikla and Diablo, like, sure, Claire takes a long time to go down and isn't really taking damage, but Vikla and Diablo are just getting chunked out by incidental damage, not even necessarily focused on them. And as soon as they get low, they can't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, you see Claire, he's trying to stand in front and help wave clear, but he's just a Scion. Like, he's not going to die, but he's not going to do much else in this point of the game. And might even just die to Yone, who is way out of control. Vikla just dying on the top side as well. So Nongshim take down game number 2 and tie up the series.
I'm looking at these compositions. Are you going to win team fights? It's a hard ask. This gives you, for me, Poppy Blitzcrank is very much, we win the neutral state. Shiru. So even though he got that solo kill, he still lost the game.
Yeah. Everybody's going bot, and I don't think Raptor, no, he saw that, but I don't think it matters. Just gotta hit the hook, just gonna go for the Lulu, as Raptor is here, but Lulu has flash, and the damage is enough. In comes the Rise, and even Raptor has to flash away. So nice setup here from Nongshim for the first blood.
Jiwoo still just picking up that farm. And you see there's a bit of a farm lead for Clear, but someone is getting sacrificed as a result of the state of this top wave.
Someone. Well, they're going to send Diablo and Kellen back down bot.
That's just mega lane bot, but Jiwoo's just free farming.
Well, the rotation is coming over. They have Annie and Nocturne, and that can work against a Poppy who just doesn't have his flash. So Gideon goes down. That's a nice little capitalization on the situation. Yeah.
And not only is it obviously a great kill pickup for BNK FEARX, but Raptor getting a kill on his ult, getting those ultimate hunter stacks. They're able to pick up the
grubs, yeah. And Gideon comes over, but it's already too late. It's 3 grubs over to BNK.
And they also have that dragon as well.
Yeah. So Raptor really desperately wants the grub, or the scuttle crab. He will get it, but he also will give a kill over to the Xayah. So absolutely not worth it. Just don't miss your skill shots in lane, like what I was talking about earlier.
Some great advice.
Yeah. Vikla, he does have his ult and flash, but now he's going to get hooked here. He has to follow up from the Nocturne, and we do not see Tibbers come out, so he just dies with flash and ult available. The follow-up does come in from BNK. Raptor is not going to be ulted. He has to flash out as his team was ulted away.
I'm pretty sure he had vision of Kingen as well. Some really poor play there that led to BNK FEARX not being able to fight a fight they 100% could have. Diablo alone to farm.
They're trying to abandon ship here. Raptor just going to get hit by literally everything in the kitchen sink, but he lives as the Lulu is there to save him. Meanwhile, Diablo trying to chase, but you see that Nongshim immediately drop the play. They say, well, we didn't kill him. We can't continue. Let's just leave. And that's definitely the right play.
Yeah.
It does mean that the Rift Herald goes over to BNK.
The wild growth value is pretty massive there, the knock-up, and also the fact that Vikla was coming in.
Warps away. Rift Herald in mid, but the turret is very healthy.
I mean, there's a jinx. If they get alone time on it, they'll shred it, but TP coming in.
TP coming in, they want to make this play. Kellen is out of the fight already. In they go! On to Diablo, who gets locked into the wall. And now we got Paranoia, but Vikla's all alone. The hook comes in on a Raptor, who just decides to go in instead. He does get a kill, but it's still a big win here for Nongshim. They lost their turret, and they're going to lose top turret as well, though. Maybe they can trade mid-tier 1 for this.
Such a weird play. Honestly, I think Diablo would have been better off just eating the ult from the Poppy. You know, he tried to dodge it, and I'm like, that's just your exit plan in this situation. Stick close to your Lulu, and then you either stay in the fight together, you leave the fight together. Ends up in a situation where Diablo is just caught no man's land, and
it's going late, and we're gonna see who's gonna carry better. Vikla kind of in an awkward spot. He does not have he does have a little bit of the turret, but it's so low that Kingen just slaps it, and then he slaps Vikla down.
Vikla's just not having a good day.
So perhaps banking on that. They'll take the easy objective and maybe just clear out vision around this harder objective. But kind of in the brush, they know he's there ahead of Diablo. And now he got ults coming out here, but that time it's going to be shielded. So Gideon doesn't get the value out of that. Now the turn comes in from BNK. The combo with the Nocturne and the Lulu is gigantic, and the chase is big. Calyx, though, just running away. Finally, they take him down, but clear. Oh, he does tank him a bit, but he will get the kill and get out. And now maybe it's Otacon. Nongshim thinking about recontesting this one.
Kingen is healthy with ult. They really need to respect him.
And we'll see what they can do. You see Kingen gun around the bottom side looking for the Lulu, but the flash on in from Vikla just going to peel the Raptor. He gets hooked, and he's maybe going to die, but they already got the jinx. And BNK, they commit to the Otacon, and they throw on it a story as old as time on today's League of Legends. Vikla, he's not in a great spot either. It looks like Gideon and Lehens are in the chase, and they do get the hook. Not a difficult one, but actually a kill is given back. Still a massive win for Nongshim here.
And we're already talking about the XP leads that Nongshim had, and now with the Otacons,
just get it. Kellen, by the way, gets the Scuttlecraft.
So Geo is 3 full levels above of Diablo here. So all that solo farming in the top lane combined with Otacon,
and they're still attacking. Whoa. Kellen is engaged Luluing. The Hens hooked his own rise. What is happening? He just gives a free kill over to Diablo. I mean, a hook wasn't going to save him anyway, but like...
things are getting a little wacky, Brendan.
It's just all over the place.
Things are getting a little crazy. Well, now it's still 3 full levels. They will get this tower.
I mean, they were behind. How are they winning fights? Nongshim struggling in the mid game somehow, but they are going to take down the Nocturne. The turret does go the way, but now the engage comes in from Kingen, and nobody can stop him. Bit of damage does come out, but look at the low health on Geo as well, as at least they take out Geo, but still it's a full ace to Nongshim.
Why are they still fighting?
That's a Gwen. Yeah, I guess it was a hook, right? Lehens hooked him in. But all 5 of them were there. We're like, let's fight, let's fight.
Guys, just chill for 2 seconds. Your 80 carry is 3 levels down. 3!
Who cares about that? We got to fight. We're BNK. And Nongshim are like, hell, we'll fight. Sure, I'm down. This is a crazy game. Anything could happen. If Nongshim win, that makes sense. But also, if BNK win, I wouldn't even be weird about it. If you got an ult from Lulu onto clear, he just dies. He's just going easy, engage Gwen. He just dies. And now the follow-up comes in. Diablo does not get the reset himself, and now he's just free food for the Xayah and for Kingen. And Kellen, not much he can do alone. It's another free ace here for Nongshim.
What is the thought process? They're just throwing themselves at Nongshim, just again and again. They just keep launching themselves at them. They're like, let's engage Lulu. I don't understand. Nongshim will obviously pick up the pieces and clear out this game. It has been a strange series. It has been a very odd series. They're going to realm warp the minions in. They're going to end this right now. They've seen enough.
Yeah, and I think we have as well. We do have 3 seconds on the Gwen, but I don't think that's enough. With 4 people here, I think they can just auto the Nexus. Is clear, trying desperately, but Featherstorm comes out. Couple autos will do it, and Nongshim take the 2-1 in the reverse sweep of the best of 3.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.